This is an image that no one of my generation ever thought would be taken in Australia. It is of a woman being served with papers by the police requiring her to appear in court. They came to her home. Her crime? She has used social media to call out biological males playing soccer against girls and women. Now, surely this is the ultimate in misogyny. A woman speaks up for girls and women in the face of biological males with intact genitalia, demanding access to their sport and changing rooms, and then the police turn up on her door. Seriously? This outrageous injustice is because weak politicians have capitulated to the LGBTIQA+ political activists and constructed laws which cast doubt on whether it is still possible to tell the truth in this nation. The woman is a friend of mine. It's Kirralie Smith, and she's an advocate for girls, women and children, and she's the spokesman for Binary, a campaign organisation dedicated to the truth about gender and protecting children, especially from the harms of LGBTIQA+ gender fluid ideology. She's a regular on this program, and our viewers will be aware of her. I have the privilege of serving on her board, and I want to be fully upfront about that. I'm 100% behind Kirralie. As a fellow activist who has his own legal battle with anti-free speech LGBTIQA+ political activists, I feel great sympathy for Kirralie. But even more than that, I feel grief and even anger that something like this could happen in Australia. Here's what Kirralie said in an email to her supporters this week. I've never been violent, nor have I ever advocated violence against anyone. Yet in past weeks, I've been served with several applications for apprehended personal violence orders, APVOs, for campaigning for the rights of women in sport. Yes, that's right. It is now considered violence to speak up against the reality that women's sport is being threatened daily by the inclusion of biological males, and yet it is happening with an increasing frequency. The consequences for female athletes are devastating. It is dangerous and unfair to allow males into female spaces, sports, services, and you and I should not be prevented from saying so, end quote. The only way for people like Kirralie and me to defend ourselves is to appeal to crowdfunding for legal defence. Please support Kirralie's legal defence by donating to Binary. That's binary.org.au. We must not let the LGBTIQA+ political activists silence people like Kirralie, because that is how they silence you and me. The Family First political party is working to get principled people into Parliament who will fight to change the unjust laws which allow the police to turn up on the door of people like Kirralie. Please become part of our political movement by signing up at familyfirstparty.org.au.